the same, not the same. Yeah, tell them it's not the same. Not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then knock an episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same, boy, I feel like Robert redeemed. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C-Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great Steph Curry with the shot. Boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand on not the same. Not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Yeah. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigned. Then knock an episode about the part we not the same.
Yo, we are back. Episode 25 of season 2 of the Not the Same podcast sports show, hosted by this one word, C-Micah, that one word over there, Mr. Rob Redeem. We're glad, gracious, and very, very happy to be here. We're very happy to be here.
Yes, sir.
Live on YouTube and Facebook, and Twitter is just being a Twitter, so, you know, we don't do Twitter anymore anyway. It's X, I guess.
You're right.
What's name had his business, but if you're X is out. So if you see us right now on Facebook or YouTube, do what you see on the screen. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, go ahead and subscribe if you have not subscribed to Not the Same Podcast. And lastly, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we do Bible studies like we will do next week.
Yeah, man, we want to give a shout out to our rebroadcasters of the Not the Same Podcast sports show, our MTMV Sports fam. Shout out to all them over there and everything that's going on. The 494, pretty spectacular. The V Report, the main card, everything that MTMV famo has going on. And then Red and Bold once the Kansas City Chiefs start with our homeboy Will Smith, man. So shout out to the fam and everything that they got going on over there. We also want to give a shout out to Life Show Radio, man. They continue to show us mad love for the Not the Same podcast. Who's Hop, His Hop out on the left coast out there with Mr. His Hop himself, Sam Stewart, for the Hip Hop Radio and Podcast Network, man. Those are the rebroadcasters of the Not the Same podcast. We appreciate you. If you want to be a rebroadcaster, look, hit our inbox up. Tell us what it is you're trying to do, and we can make something happen.
He ain't lying.
Facts. All right, man, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it because my brother going to have to catch an iron bird soon. So
yeah, man.
We're going to go on and get to it. Let's see what's popping. Somebody tell me what's popping. All right. What is popping? Number 1, NBA news, brother. What is the latest and greatest with the NBA?
The latest and greatest in NBA news, NBA free agency has been silent. We haven't heard anything since last week with DeMar DeRozan going to the Sacramento Kings. That was the last thing we had. But in semi-NBA news, the USA team, look, they're undefeated, man. They're 3-0 in their 3 exhibition games now in their play. They've now beat Canada, Australia, Serbia. Next is Sudan. So we'll see what's going on. They look like they struggled a little bit against Australia because they were messing up with lineups. They had like 5 different lineups they was throwing in, trying to try new things as far as who was going to be starting, who was coming off benches. So, yeah, man, the Team USA, that's the NBA news right now. And then the summer league's going on. And, okay, yeah, we'll get into it a little later. But Summer League has not been exciting. It's looked like a bunch of G League type basketball. And the top picks that you would have thought outside of the number 3 pick from Houston, Reed.
Reed been hooping, though.
He's been hooping. He's the only one that looked like he should have went as high as he went. Everybody else on that list, and again, we'll get a little more into it. Everybody else on the list, man, they look like G Leaguers. I'm not going to lie to you. Connect's been looking good for the Lakers. That was an excellent pick at number 17. And Orlando's looking good as a whole. They look promising coming up. San Antonio, we'll see what happens with San Antonio. My man hurt his wrist. I can't think of his name, but
Stephon Castle.
Yeah, so Castle hurt his wrist. He's out for precautionary measures. He won't be playing for the rest of the year. I mean, the rest of the summer league. So. With that being said, I'm not going to lie to you, man. Summer League this year has just not been exciting at all. Like moments. I'm tired of hearing about Bronny go 2 for 9. How about that? Like, I don't care that when he goes 2 for 9, he doesn't care and go home and play Call of Duty. I need him to step up to his duties and do what he needs to do.
And
Like
be
that's
better. And be
yeah,
better.
and be better as an overall player. But this draft class, we already thought it was going to be weak, and here we are. It's being proven that it's been a weak draft class. But we also seen where it's other people stepping up. Like, yo, I didn't know about this cat. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what pops off. You know, it's just summer league. We'll see how they are with their more seasoned counterparts once the season starts.
A couple of additions to NBA news. I believe Chris Middleton has had some type of touch-up
Another
ankle
surgery.
another
Yeah.
surgery, and also Kyrie Irving. Was it a wrist or something? They're hoping he'll be good for the start of training camp. So he had some type of surgery too.
Yeah, what up, Just James?
Yeah, what's up, Just James? Luka wasn't all that good neither for the end of the year. So we'll see. One more thing, man. I say this about Bronny James because I ain't gonna be able to say it in soapbox. I got something else for my soapbox, man. I think the media is doing that kid a disjustice, man.
They are, man.
They're doing him a disjustice. Listen, man, whatever your thoughts were on whether he should have been drafted where he was or not, fine. He's drafted. He's part of the Lakers, man. But what I really, really dislike is they are overhyping him. Listen, dog, you got eyes. He ain't good. He's not that good. He needs some seasoning. Can he get good eventually in a couple of years? Sure. But right now he's not that good. He doesn't deserve the attention he's getting, and they're doing it just because they love his daddy. Look, bro, come on, man. Hey, y'all gonna have to move on. He's on the billboards and everything in the summer league. This dude is 0 for 15 from 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know who else could do that? Me and Rob. We can
Yeah.
do that. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad look, bro. And I just think I don't want to hate the kid because he's been through a lot, and a lot of this stuff was not on him. A lot of this stuff was put on him. And I got this question, bro, and this is just a side right quick. Do we know if he really loved basketball? What if this just what Bron want? Have we ever thought about that?
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Because, as you being a father of kids that play ball, you know what I'm saying? And I could be wrong for this. Correct me, brother, the father on the screen. A lot of times, fathers will push their dreams on their children, what they couldn't do or what they wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And you push it and push it. Now, Bron obviously done everything he wanted to do, but maybe he's like, I want one of my kids to be great too. And just because he ain't great right now, we just going to push him into greatness. We just going to throw him into greatness, although I know he ain't that. And I just feel like, yo, dog, daddy, look, tell your son, hey, man, he got to work. Look, I set it up. You on the team, blah, blah, blah. That's it. I ain't doing nothing else. Respect. Whatever you thought. If you thought he should have got it or what you thought he shouldn't have got it. At the end of the day, he's with the Lakers. He's got paid or whatever. To me, I would say, in my mind as a father, okay, now it's up to you. It's going to be up to you if you're going to be great. I set up everything for you. You know what I'm saying? I brought you to the water. It's up to you to drink. Go ahead, bro.
No. You good. You kind of getting into my soapbox a little bit.
My bad, bro.
But no, you good because it is relevant. And I'll start my soapbox off so I'll let that go. Just James, they are setting him up. I think they're not setting him up to fail. I feel like they're giving him unrealistic expectations. I think that's what they're really giving him right now.
Yeah, man.
Because setting him up to fail, he's not going to fail. Guess what, guys? When it's all said and done, he has an NBA contract, and it's guaranteed. So if he never plays for the Lakers at all, my man got 3 years of one of the highest rookie NBA paid contracts.
Second rounder, yeah.
For a second rounder, yes. So when you look at it from that standpoint, I won't say they're setting him up to fail. I just think it's unrealistic expectations for him. And I'll get more into that in my soapbox.
Okay. WNBA latest news.
Latest news. Look, the WNBA is now officially in their All-Star break weekend thing going on. You dig what I'm saying? This is what it goes into the All-Star break doing. Number one, the Liberty are number one in the power rankings is what I'm speaking on. The Connecticut Sun are number 2. The Aces are number 3. The Storm are number 4. And the Fever are number 5. Yes, Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever is in the top 5 as far as power rankings go. We're not
Mm-hmm.
talking about standings. We're talking about power rankings. But with this WNBA All-Star Weekend, Friday night is the skills challenge. You got the 3-point contest and the skills challenge, as well as on Saturday is the actual WNBA All-Star game. This is the team. It will be Team WNBA versus the U.S. national team. On Team WNBA, you have Deanna Bonner from the Connecticut Sun, Brianna Jones, Connecticut Sun, Aaliyah Boston, and Caitlin Clark, as well as Kelsey Mitchell, all from the Indiana Fever. Alicia Gray from the Atlanta Dream. You got De'Erica Hamby from the Los Angeles Sparks, Joquel Jones from the Liberty, Kayla McBride from the Lynx, Erica Ngumbwale. Not
Wale. I think the G sounds like a B.
Ngumbwale, I think it's silent, but she's from the Dallas Wings. Right. Nike Agumake from the Storm, and then Angel Reese from the Sky. So you got two rookies who made the WNBA All-Star roster, man, and it's the ones they pitting up against each other. So Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark will be on the same team coming up this Saturday with the team. The U.S. national team, look, I honestly think.
What's up, Mr. G?
What's going on, Mr. G? I honestly think this U.S. national team is about to blow the water off of the regular NBA. Chelsea Gray, Aja Wilson, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, all from the defending champion Aces. You have Diana Taurasi, Brittany Griner, and Kayla Copper from the Phoenix Mercury. Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu from the Liberty. You got Alyssa Thomas from the Sun, Nafisa Collier from the Lynx, and then Jewel Lloyd from the Storm. I really don't think that the WNBA team is going to light a match to this U.S. national team in this All-Star game. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Yes, I know I straight murdered it. I tried. I even tried to sound it out.
D2C straight murdered that name. Sheesh.
Hey, murdered it. Hey, murdered it like Kendrick did Drake. I apologize, man. That's pretty bad.
Thanks. All right, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no NFL news, but it is MLB news.
MLB news. Look, man, we are at the All-Star break. Look, if you didn't see the game, the American League defeated the National League 5-3 on Monday night. The standings going into the the standings going into the All-Star weekend look like this. American League leading the East are the Baltimore Orioles. Central were the Cleveland Guardians. Out West was the Seattle Mariners. On the National League side, East was the Philadelphia Phillies. Central was the Milwaukee Brewers. Our beloved Cardinals. You see them on my hat. 4.5 games out of that first spot in the Central behind the Brewers. Anyways, out West are the Dodgers at 56-41. So that is your news as far as MLB goes.
Look, I'm just glad you said mine right, bro. All right, man, let's get to our soapbox segment.
Yeah, I murdered that joke.
Soapbox.
I was gonna say that Just James, Brandon Ayuk demanding a trade is kind of news. We said something about that like a couple of weeks ago when he first started talking about it. But thank you, Just James. Yes, he demanded a trade from the 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. We'll see what happens with that.
We did mention that about 3 weeks ago, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We mentioned that he was kind of rumbling. So it's kind of news, like you said.
All right, this is our soapbox segment with me and Rob. Go off for 2 minutes on subjects that whatever we want to talk about. Normally, my brother Rob talks about sports. Normally, I talk about whatever's on my mind. You never know what's going to happen, but you will see. You hear this buzzer when it's over, and as usual, I let my brother Rob go first. My brother, is you ready? I'm just all out.
I'm ready, man.
It's all good, though. Let's go.
Listen, man, as a father, I said this a couple of weeks ago that I felt like LeBron being able to have the nepotism to bring his son into the league, I felt like that was a good thing. You dig what I mean? Because billionaire corporations do it all the time. The little bratty son or bratty daughter takes over a business that they didn't work for, and you got people with all these degrees to put in all the hard work. Shout out to LeBron for being able to have that power to bring his son in. Now, with that being said, now it's time for your son to step up and play basketball. I am sick and tired of the media letting me know that LeBron James Jr., Bronny, sneezed. You know what I mean? And then you give a highlight, NBA TV, all these
Yeah.
people giving
Yeah.
highlights off of a layup, but you didn't show the air ball three, the 2 air ball threes that
Yeah.
went up before the little gracious layup. Let me tell y'all something. Me and C played ball last Saturday. I
We
was
did.
making all types of layups. I wish I had it on camera because
On
y'all
one
wouldn't even
leg.
believe it. But
Boy had
one
one
leg,
knee.
with a hyperextended knee, I'm
Yep.
making layups like it ain't nobody's business. It doesn't matter. One word, you 6'3". I'm 5'11", 6 foot with shoes on. You better be able to make a layup. The thing that I'm saying is, I don't feel like they're setting him up for failure. I think the expectations, because of the junior, is making them think he's going to have more. And then I had to start thinking about something with Bronny. Every single press conference that I see him talk, he says, I'm just trying to make a name for myself.
Yeah.
Which started making me think, does this dude really want to be in this position?
Same
After
thing
a
I said
cardiac
earlier.
arrest, after all of the stuff that he's done and he's played ball, is this expectations or is this a passion for the game? And that's yet to be seen. I will tell you this. You might as well get used to hearing his name. My man's got a guaranteed contract for the next 3 years with a 4th-year option from the Lakers. That 4th year, if he don't get no better, he'll be looking like one of LeBron's other former teammates, out the league and gone. And that's his stepdaddy that didn't make it to his stepdaddy, and the boy that ended up having mental health issues back out in Cleveland. I can't think of his name right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about, little light-skinned brother. So for Bronny, work at your craft, do what it is that you do, and have a good day.
Stop it. I can't remember his name, but it's so funny because dude was
Delonte.
Delonte West was having a good time with LeBron
Yeah.
mama. We're gonna leave it at that. I ain't
we're
gonna go
gonna
no
leave it
deeper.
at that. He's gonna be out the league like his would have been stepdaddy if he don't step his game up. Or step granddaddy.
All right, this is my soapbox segment. Man, listen. I'm gonna come from way back land like I used to, man. Right off the top off of something that ain't got nothing to do with sports. Here's my thing. You can call me old, and I am an older gentleman. You can call me a little antiquated. I ain't antiquated. I'm still cool with y'all. But I'm going to tell y'all this, man. Something that irks my nerve. Real St. Louis talk right there. Really irks my nerves right here. People that don't only use DoorDash to get food or Uber Eats. Like, you don't never go to the store. Like, so, and what made me think about this, I enjoy the bread company. I get this sandwich from here, I get a cookie, and I get a salad. You know what I'm saying? My after workout meal. You know what I'm saying? A little fat, a little health back together is nice, right? And I watch all these dudes come pick up, man. And I watch these dudes pick up your bag. And these dudes digging in their nose, eating their boogers. They coming in dirty. They coming in smoked out cars with weed and all that. And your lazy behind, unwilling to get up and go get your food, you got this smoked out, choked out dude bringing you a food with boogers hanging out his nose and dropping it at the front of your house. And because you lazy, you won't do it. Listen, I understand we used to do this in COVID times because restaurants wasn't open. You know what COVID did for a lot of people? Confirmed their laziness. You lazy bum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get up and go get your food. Now, I get it, man. If you work a double-double, you know what I'm saying? You working an extra long shift. You ain't got time to go get it. You got a bunch of kids. You ain't got time to go get it. I get it, dog. But if you single, you live with your mama and your daddy, and you got the doorbell always ringing for DoorDash, fam, what's wrong with you? You got you young, you in your 20s, and you ain't going to get your food. Man, ain't nothing wrong with you. Get your lazy butt up and go get some food. And if I'm talking to somebody, and I ain't talking about nobody kid, I don't know everybody kids, but if I'm in your house, I'm in your house. I'm sorry, dog. Call me old-fashioned. I'm from the era when I go look at my food myself, because if they mess it up, I can give them to fix it because I'm at the restaurant, dummy. If you Uber Eats something and they mess up your food, guess what they got to do? Take your food back up there and bring it back. And here's one last thing. One thing to grow on. Don't you like your food hot? I'm just saying. All right, man, let's get into our debate food segment.
Amazing.
All right. This is our debate feud segment. When me and Rob go back and forth for 5 minutes over particular subjects like you saw on the screen if you were sneaking peeking. You know what I'm saying? But you have a buzzer that sounds like this when it's over. Sometimes me and Rob really get into disagreements. Trust me, man, we is not mad at each other. We are two competitive brothers, though. Guarantee it. You should have seen us at the gym.
I dropped
You
them
know
all.
what I'm saying? He did get me a couple of times, but I won a few times. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about a smart man when you get older, see, my boy, he played till his knees started hurting. I stopped. See, you playing again? Nope. No, hold on, let me do it. See, you playing again? No. I sat down. I knew better. You know what I'm saying?
My
it's only
pride
so
kicked
long.
in, brother.
That boy pride kicked in. He didn't want nobody to win on it, but hey, it is what it is. All right, man, let's get into our debate feud segment. First question for tonight on our debate feud segment. Has the world caught up to the USA in men's basketball? Has the world caught up to the USA in men's basketball? We are speaking in the sense of Olympic basketball. Mr. Davis.
I will say FIBA World Cup has shown us that the world has caught up in basketball. But I will say this, with that being said, our superstars wasn't going. LeBron, Steph, KD, those folks hadn't committed in a while. And the 2023 FIBA World Games showed us. Like Anthony Edwards, this is his first time as an Olympian, but it's not his first time playing with this U.S. team because in the FIBA, man, they lost the third place game against Canada. They lost the semifinal game against Germany. And they lost the second round against Lithuania, man. So in that sense, the team that we've put together, we've been sending out our B-list team to compete against A-list competition. And we can go back to the 2020 Tokyo Games where the U.S., we lost against France in the group stage. You know, that's the last Olympics that's going on. So this is kind of a redemption year, if you will. And then last 2019 FIBA World Games, we lost against Serbia and we lost against France. France has been our Achilles heel. And guess what? France hasn't done anything but gotten better, especially with Victor Wembanyama over there waiting to play our squad. So we'll see what happens. Have they caught up? I believe the competition is right there. But now we got our big guns out there. So we'll see what happens with the Anthony Davises and the LeBrons and the Joel Embiids, which I still think he tucked tail on his country. That ain't my point. Go ahead, see.
Okay, to answer the question, yes, they have caught up. They've been caught up. Matter of fact, I don't think they caught up a few years ago. Listen, the best players in the NBA are not the American-born players right now. Luka, Jokic, these are the best players in the NBA.
SGA.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
SGA. These people was not born on American soil. They play on American soil, but they wasn't born there. All these dudes go back to where they from when the season is over. There's plenty of players, and this is the reason why. AAU circuit happens in America. Overseas, there are called camps. They have training camps. These kids do not go to school. They go play ball. Luka started playing ball at 13 professionally, 13 years old, which means he did school on the off nights. And he gets training all the time. Think about it. A lot of these people that come from college and get in the NBA, they make these leaps because they're not worried about school no more. They're just training. But I'm gonna go to this though. Here's another reason why I think they may lose a game in this. I think it's highly possible. Why? Our best players are old. Now the best player on that team to me by far is Anthony Edwards. And he knows it. And you know, I don't trust Steve Kerr. Number one, I don't trust Steve Kerr. Number two, like I say, all the other best players are old. Embiid should not. Number one, he's African. Go play for Congo. One word. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you bending the rules and trying to come over here say I'm proud to be American like Hulk Hogan. But dog, stop it. Also, you know what I'm saying? I don't think all the best players are there. Look, also, I don't think all our best players are playing, and not because they don't want to. I think because the NBA or the USA basketball, I'm sorry to say this, you are a Duke fan, Grant Hill and these people like this, they want too many squeaky clean players. Shout out to Cam them that said this, and I agree with them on this, Cam and Mace, is this point. Why is Kyrie not playing if he wasn't hurt? Why is Kyrie not playing? Why is like a Ja Morant ain't playing? I'm not saying that because I'm a fan. Just think about it. Do we want the best players or do we want just the squeaky clean good players? Look, they love Halliburton. Halliburton is the biggest media plant in the world, dog. I'm telling you, they tried to make everybody love this dude. This dude is not that good. He is not him. Let's be real.
I think
they're tripping, man. Like they are not playing the best players. And lastly, brother, why is Jaylen Brown not on this USA team? Come on, dog. Why is that? They hating on Jaylen Brown, dog. Jaylen Brown listen, Tatum is the best player on that team. Who won the MVP? And they put Derek White on the team over him. We trying to say they ain't political? Come on, dog. Heck no. Heck, look, I'm going to buzz myself on that one. Heck no. Jaylen Brown is way better than Derek White. You don't tell me about, we got too many wings. Well, okay, do we need the best wings? Like, you know what I'm saying? You get a bag of wings and Wingstop, you want all drummers or you want the flats? Come on, dog. Keep it 1,000. You want them flats, boy. You want them flats. Go ahead.
Right. No, to your point, when he said the best players on the team, we not slighting Tatum and White. No, they're not
Tatum
old.
Should be there.
They're not old. But what we're saying is the people that they're dependent on are all older. The KDs,
look
the LeBrons.
Who the starting five.
Yeah, the LeBrons. Like,
right.
Those are the vet players that they put on there. That's what he mean. Like, the people they're dependent on are the older players.
Tatum should be there.
Tatum is supposed to be there. He earned his spot. Edwards is supposed to be there. He earned his spot.
Of course.
White, that's a plant to me. Halliburton, that's a plant to me. They want you to. They want you to. He shouldn't be there. There's other players in the league that can do better than what they've done. And not only that, Halliburton missed the last parts of the playoffs because he was hurt.
Come on,
Embiid missed the playoffs because he was hurt.
Yes.
We got a lot of people playing for this U.S. team that they gonna be in street clothes. The voice kind of mentioned this. It's a bunch of street clothes, that's over there playing now. And I'm gonna tell y'all something about Olympic basketball. The rules are different. You can 100%. Get a little more aggressive.
Hey, you can't hunt for fouls, dog. Ain't that hunting for foul stuff out there.
No,
they ain't with none of that. Dog. You're not
about to get preferential treatment with those refs because they can care less.
They could care less about your name, dog.
A lot of folks don't even like the U.S., so they really can care less.
Right.
So,
right, man. So, man. That is my issues with that, man. They should have. If you're about winning, that's my point, bro. If you're about winning, there's no way Jaylen Brown shouldn't be on this team. Period. I fought for Kyrie. Kyrie is great, and I understand Kyrie is hurt. Ain't nothing wrong with Jaylen Brown. He fine. And then beyond this, Jaylen Brown had the biggest flex in life. I'm just saying this, we're going to move on. Did you see when we walked in, the Summer League? Two of them things, boy. Next question. We're going to save ourselves. But, hey, don't y'all hate on Jaylen Brown. That boy hit different.
Jalen X. Might want to add a triple to it.
All right, let's move on to some NFL talk for our NFL fans here. Which QB are you taking this season to win the chip? If you had to take this QB, that's what I mean by that. I ain't have enough characters like X. I ain't have enough character, but y'all right. I'm gonna explain the question. If you have to take one of these QBs on your team right now to win the chip, which are you taking? And say, are you gonna say Aaron Rodgers or Joe Burrow? Mr. Davis.
I think we need to tweak this because Aaron Rodgers is like in his 30th season right now. So let's just say Aaron Rodgers when he was younger and Joe Burrow right now.
This season, dog. This season.
Because if you say this season, I got to go with Burrow, man. Like Aaron Rodgers was in Green Bay and got spoon-fed by the Green Bay media, bro. Like, right. You got to remember, Green Bay, they serve. Love is about to get the same treatment. Let Love make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Aaron Rodgers hasn't won nothing since he's good. Aaron Rodgers hasn't won since 2011, his third year in the league. He has one Super Bowl. We're in 2024, one word. He got drafted in 2008. That's 16 years later, bro. He ain't sniffed another Super Bowl. And Burrow is right there. Burrow's only problem is this. He got a dude named Patty that's in the same conference as he in. You dig? And Aaron Rodgers got to go against this same one word in Patty and trying to get their way to the Super Bowl out the AFC.
I'm going to be sneaky with my answer. Listen, do I think Aaron Rodgers at this point in his career or Joe Burrow, who's better? Joe Burrow by a mile. I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers' team over Joe Burrow's team. That's why I say Aaron Rodgers. Now, I'm being tricky with this. I'm being slick with this. But that's why I say Aaron Rodgers, because they have a great defense. And what do you need to win a championship? A great defense. They won a lot of games last year with that trash quarterback. They was putting Aaron Ninja quarterback up there, and they was winning because it was such a great defense and the players around them. If Aaron Rodgers just can stay healthy for more than one play, you know what I'm saying? And just be a what they call it, not the control quarterback, what they call it? what they call them quarterbacks. System quarterback. We'll say just be a system quarterback. Yeah. Run the show a little bit. I think he'll be all right. But talent-wise, Joe Burrow by far. But Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he is. Mr. G said earlier, you can't trust Rodgers in the playoffs. I can say that, but I agree with you on this. The only reason I'm just saying, I just think their team as a whole is a better team. That's why I would say that. Joe Burrow, though, if he's healthy, Joe Burrow is a dog. Joe Burrow is a winner. That boy is a killer. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to heart, he's shown he got that heart. Third year in the league, basically second year in the league because his second year he was hurt. Third year in the league, he took that team to the Super Bowl. You know, thank you, the voice. He said game manager. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, man, Joe Burrow is a dog. But I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers just for the total team he has. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, to Mr. G point, yes, Joe Burrow was the last person who beat Mahomes.
Yep.
But he didn't get a ring out of it. You know what I mean? That was his opportunity. You remember? I mean, he was hot. And that was his opportunity to do it. And now they still got to get past him because they didn't fall too far off. Now, out of your thing, you was slick with it about, excuse me, by saying the defense overall, but you still got to play in that AFC. Yeah. And right now in the AFC, when you're talking about the top dogs in the AFC, it is about to be a problem out there in the AFC this year because Miami gearing back. You still got Houston, who they
got Lamar Jackson now.
You got Lamar. Oh my goodness, Lamar just got Henry back there behind him. So now he don't have to prove to himself that he prove to anybody he can stay in the pocket. That's a double run threat. So and then you still got the defending champs. So when you look at the AFC this year, the AFC is going to be a problem, to include Buffalo. I think Buffalo will still be up there somewhere. But for the question at hand, who am I taking right now this season? I would go with Burrow. I would go with Burrow over Rodgers because of the division that Rodgers is in. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you, man. At the end of the day, I like Rodgers because I think this team is better, but Burrow is a better quarterback. If he's healthy, they're going to be a problem. But the AFC is just a beast. It's just like the West in the NBA. It's murderer's row, dog. It's murderer's row.
Yeah. I mean, look. The Jets got the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Patriots. Yeah. You got the Chiefs. You got the Raiders. You got the Broncos, Ravens, Browns. And we keep forgetting about the Browns, and the Steelers make it every single time. They got new stuff. Texans and Jags.
Jimmy will be back next year. You know what I'm saying, for the Browns. The boy got tired of getting them massages.
Yeah, so it would take a lot, an awful lot for Aaron Rodgers to do any type of damage. In my opinion, it'll take a lot.
Joe Burrow's the future, man. Rodgers is the past, but he has a good team. That's the only thing I'm saying. Just like when you had Peyton Manning back in the day, he jumped on the Broncos and he threw them little, what they call them lame balls, and them little duck balls, them wobblies,
them wobbly,
them waddles, waddle baby, wobble baby wobbles.
Yeah, bro.
All right, man. No pass slanders just in case. We didn't say nothing about the pass, Mr. G.
Nothing about the pass, man. Nothing about the pass.
Hey, I want the pass to do good. They got a black coach. Salute to Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? I'm kidding, Mr. G. Nah, I want the pass to do good, man. They got a black coach, and hey, on the way is up for them, man. We see what their quarterback
only way is up because they was at the bottom.
Who their quarterback gonna be, Mr. G? Let me know right quick before we move on.
Well, only way for the Pats is up because they were 4-13 last year. So that's the only thing I'll say. So hey,
didn't they trade their quarterback, that high draft pick, Matt, whatever his name was, the dude from Alabama?
I'm not sure. You'll have to ask Mr. G, man.
Yeah, who they QB, Mr. G? Let me know. Let us know. All right, man. Last subject for tonight, man. We only got 3 questions, and then we're going to get on up out of here.
2.
Number 2 pick, Alex Sarr, went 0 for 15 in the Summer League. Jacoby Brissett. Oh, that's decent. They might be all right. I like Jacoby Brissett. He was with Cleveland last year. He's a solid quarterback. Solid. Yeah, I agree, Mr. G. All right, number 2 pick, Alex Sarr, number 2 pick from this draft, went 0 for 15 in the Summer League game. Does this mean he sucks, Mr. Davis?
No.
Okay.
I can't. 0 for 15 just mean you jacking up shots and it could be your nerves. But what I will tell you is this. I'll let you answer. I'll let you answer, and then I'm gonna give you who the top 5 in the summer league has been so far. But just because you go 0 for 15, you can have an off game. You remember when Steph was way off? I think he went like 15 games, and everybody was like, "Is it gone?" And then next thing you know, that boy caught fire. You know, this is a young kid. It's a summer league. I'm not looking too much into one game at 0 for 15. Not in the summer.
Bayfield time. I'm gonna say that man trash. That boy is some hot garbage, dog. That boy hot garbage. I'm sorry, man. Listen, dog. He's 7'1". Miss G say 7 foot, but he's 7'1". He's playing against a 7'3" player in Donovan Clingan, and Donovan Clingan is a very good defensive player. Boy, you didn't score. You didn't even hit a free throw. Dude, you was the number 2 pick in the NBA draft. Look, you're supposed to be the future for the Washington Wizards. Yeah. And no, dog. No.
That's why they got Valanciunas.
I'm sorry, dog. Listen, man. Summer league means nothing unless you suck, in my opinion. Like, you can have a bad game and you can go 3 for 15. You know what I'm saying? But you still end up with like 10 or 12 points because you hit a couple of free throws. You know, 0 from 15 against Portland, that's not a great summer league team. And listen, Donovan Clingan was okay. He wasn't great last night. But, man, 0 for 15, bro. I don't know, dog. Like, I don't trust when you suck in summer league. A bad game and when you suck, that scare me, dog. If I was a Washington Wizards fan, boy, I'd be petrified. Man, who did we just spend a number 2 draft pick on when we could have had Reed Shepard, who is showing his tail in the summer league? I'm talking about he looking like a 10-year pro out there, 10-year vet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hitting movement jumpers. You know what I'm saying? He ain't number like 6'1", he looking like he's 6'4". He's athletic. He's playing defense. He's shooting from step range. And you got this dude can't even score. You know what I'm saying? You ain't hit a free throw. That boy in his head. How you 7'1" and ain't dunking? Boy, you should dunk everything. You should wake up dunking. Like, you should be dunking donuts.
Right, everything.
Go ahead, bro.
This is the modern day Kwame Brown, what it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, the Wizards have a habit of drafting these big boys that can't really play. But top 5 rookies in the summer league. This is how they're ranked so far. Number 5 is the T-Wolves number 27 pick, Terrence Shannon Jr. He's actually outplayed Rob Dillingham, who was number 8 for the T-Wolves. Number 4 is the Lakers number 17 pick, and Dalton Connect, who is averaging 17 points. Number 3, you just brought him up, Reed Shepard. He's averaging 20. Number 2, the number 2, Bulls number 11 pick, Montas Bazelis.
Yeah.
Listen, man, he's outshined both.
Hey, you saw that dunk he did and stared the boy down?
He's outshined Bert Starr. Yep. And what was the number 1 pick? I can't think of Risasher, whatever that boy name is.
Ricochet.
Yeah, him too. He didn't outside both of them one words. And then the number 1
for
guy,
Ricochet, though. I watched him. He all right.
He's playing. He's doing his thing, and he's playing ball. I'm gonna give him that. But the number 1 guy, this is the 14th overall pick in Bub Carrington. Man, he's the number 1 in the. Hey, he's been playing ball. So when you look at these things, and people go by, this draft was all about potential. This whole draft this year was potential. Nobody knew what they were going to get. And it's funny because the ones who wasn't one and done or came from overseas are actually playing ball. You know what I mean? Some of the G Leaguers are actually playing ball, but it doesn't mean anything because you are shining in a summer league that has nobody who we saying, oh yeah, he going to be a Hall of Famer.
Right.
I ain't heard that from nobody. Even as how Reed playing, you know what they're saying about Reed? He's going to be a decent fit for this team.
Of course.
I have heard no one say he's going to be a superstar. You dig what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see, man.
Yeah, this draft I don't think has any superstars in it. You know, the closest thing that may be a superstar, the Bub Carrington dude could be. You know what I'm saying? The Bazelis dude, maybe. You know, but you got to have that dog. You know what I'm saying? This is the role player draft. Great role players. Clingan, the guy that played last night, going to be a great role player. He ain't got to score a lot. All you need to do is play defense, block shots. You know what I'm saying? The guy we got, Edie, he ain't got to score a whole lot. It's already a playoff team. We just need you to play defense, set picks, block shots. You know what I'm saying? Reed, my guy Reed, he's gonna be very, very good. He don't have to be the star of that team. Mr. G's put up there. Mr. Cam Whitmore is nice. That plays for that team. Very, very nice. How's he and Jalen Green gonna coexist? I think, honestly, eventually they're gonna trade Jalen Green. That's my opinion. Eventually. You know what I'm saying? Can't have too many wings. Another person I think they're gonna trade, Mr. G. You quite aware of him from Canada. Dylan Brooks, I think he's gonna be up out of here. Sorry.
I
don't think that was the greatest trade for them. I think they. I mean, he could be all right because he played defense.
He played D and he a dog.
Defensive player.
And we always talk about every team needs a goon.
Have one. Yeah,
whenever you don't have a goon, if you don't have a goon on your squad, it's hard. Yeah. Look at Boston.
It's true.
Boston did not have a true goon. Now they made it through as a team because they're a complete team. But they didn't have that one goon to go in there when somebody did something to knock somebody across the head willing to take the tech. Yeah. Every team need a goon, bro.
Every team need a goon. I agree, man. I would just say, like you said, how Jaden Green and Cam Whitmore is going to exist. Cam Whitmore has not proven it in the NBA level yet. So that is the thing. But he seems like he's going to be good. He played last year. Huh?
Houston does this though. Remember when they had what's my man that got kicked out the league and the Clippers just picked him up?
Yeah,
I can't even think.
You're talking about.
The young guy that put his hands on his lady. Yeah.
Kevin
so Porter Jr.
Yeah, Porter Jr.
So Porter Jr. and they had Jalen Green and Porter Jr. same exact players on the same team. Yeah. And it did not work. It didn't work because it was the same player in two different bodies. So this is just something that Houston do, and if anybody can get anything, I think Aduke can do that. I mean, he's a good coach. We keep forgetting, and I think this is the year with the way Reed Shepherd is playing. I think this is the year we see Houston be the Boston Celtics of 4 years ago when they came, or 3 years ago when they came out of nowhere and finals. You dig what I mean? Because of how he can coach and get them together.
That is a very loaded team. You know what I'm saying? Coming off that bench, they're going to have Reed Shepherd. They're going to have Steven Adams, who's a very good big. Yes. Coming off the bench. They still got, I forgot the big boy. They starting big boy, the foreign guy. He's very nice, too. I can't remember his name right now for Houston. And then, you know, Fred VanVleet, point guard. You know, they're just a very balanced team, man. So I think they'll be good.
They got vets.
They literally ended the season 500 next year. Last year, they're going to be good this year. Houston going to be, you know, they're going to be in the runners to make the playoffs. You know, the West is stacked, man. But
this year's OKC, bro. Like how OKC was when they came up. Yeah. With a full season, I believe Houston can be this year's OKC because they're looking good overall. And we'll see what pops off.
Okay, so my last thoughts on this. Number 2 pick, Alex Sarr, went 0 for 15 in the Summer League game. Does this mean he sucks? Rob said, no, it doesn't mean that. He can come back. And I said, yes, it means that. I am very weary of players, like I said, who play awful in Summer League. Because I feel like if you're highly talented, you find ways to score. But if he has the talent and he has the toolings and the gifting, he can get better. It depends on how much of a dog he is. I don't want to totally rule this guy out that he won't be good. But you know, we've had some number 2 picks or number 1 picks that just didn't show up. Anthony Bennett is one guy. Sorry, Mr. Golden. He was from Canada as well. Who else?
Greg Oden.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, number 2.
He wasn't it.
Or was he number 1 over KD? I think Portland took him.
He was number 1. KD was
number 2. KD was number 2 to Seattle.
One last thing, man. Adam Silver said inside his meeting, once they get this TV deal settled, they're going to look into expanding the NBA. So, you know, we already know Seattle will probably get another team. And then they were talking about
Mexico City.
Vegas, but they also talking about Mexico City and maybe Vancouver again. That's what I heard here recently. So if they add 4 more teams, that's crazy. I would never thought they was adding 4. Everybody always said 2. So they at 30 right now. The NFL, I think they should only mirror the NFL.
Yeah, 32.
NFL have 32. Just stop at 32, bro. I don't think it'll water the league down. I don't think so because there's so many good players. It won't water it down, but, you know, only thing I like about all that expansion to put me in the East, and I'm happy about that. But other than that, I'm good. Go ahead, bro.
I'll tell you this about that expansion. Give it to Vegas, give it to Seattle. Vegas has proven they can handle professional sports with the Golden Knights, hockey, NHL, and with the Aces, WNBA. They have shown that they can handle professional sports in Vegas, and it's not an issue.
Mr. G said the cartel wants a team in Mexico City.
Right. That's what, Mr. G. To be honest, that's where my my fear would be about having a team in Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like extorting the cartel extorting NBA players from the U.S. when they come down there. Like
that would be my fear too. The voice says, why would they put a team back at Vancouver? I agree with that, man. Because look, it didn't work before.
It didn't work.
It didn't work before, man. I think it works well in Toronto. Mr. G is up there in Canada, man. Does Canada really need another NBA team? Like, I'm not sure. Like, I think Toronto is an area that loves basketball. Is Vancouver that? You know, hockey is number one in that country, but I think basketball may be number two in some areas, and of course, soccer is number one almost everywhere other than America. So Mr. G would have to answer that. I'm not sure they need another team, man. That's just my opinion.
I say Vegas and Seattle. Seattle is holding it down with the Storm. Vegas is holding it down with the Aces. If you want to grow both leagues at the same time, give an NBA team back to Seattle, give an NBA team for the first time in Vegas, and make that your expansion. Do not go to Mexico, and definitely don't go to Vancouver.
Say Vancouver can't handle it. Yeah, man, like I think it was proven that, you know, my team that I love wouldn't be in Memphis if Vancouver could handle it. Now, I think they had a terrible owner, and he wasn't that great when he came to Memphis. But beyond that, I'm not sure if there's a great place for it. Now, Vancouver is a beautiful city from what I hear and has money, but it just may not have been, you know, interested in it. And when you have an expansion team, you got to have an area that wants that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Seattle would not fail. It would not fail. I think the NBA should have never left Seattle. I don't care what happened. They should have never left Seattle. Seattle is like one of those tentpole teams that should always be in the NBA, in my opinion, just as much as the Bull, well, not the Bull, just as much as like the Lakers and the Knicks. Seattle should have a team. As for Vegas, you know what I'm saying, we can see. I think Vegas will be all right. You know, I think they will support it, and I think that's it. They're going to try to put a baseball team there, which I don't think is smart. They're moving to Oakland, they're moving to Oakland Athletics there. And not Oakland. Yeah, they was in Oakland. Yeah, Athletics moved it there, and I don't know about baseball going there. I mean, it's hot as Hades there all the time. Ain't nobody be sitting out there on baseball games. They better put a dome up in there or something. They want baseball to work, but I don't know. You know, we kind of freestyling here, man. But any more thoughts on this, bro, before we wrap this up?
No, I think the NBA is headed in a good direction, and I hate to say it, Summer League, this draft class. If anybody is complaining about Summer League, we said it before it started. This draft class was all about prospects and role players. If you get a superstar or two out, it's reminiscent of the Kenya Martin draft. We talked about this on the show. It's a couple of draft classes where it only had like Rudy Gobert's draft class only produced 2 All-Stars out of it. I can't remember what year it was. And then Kenya Martin, I think, was the same year Michael Redd came out. And those were the only 2 All-Stars. As a matter of fact, Michael Redd played on the Olympic team. So this is just one of them draft class. And the problem is, U.S. basketball, we just don't teach fundamentals anymore. It's all about scores, highlights. Either you got a three-pointer or you can dunk out this world. Nobody's talking about the defense, D'ing up, taking pride on rebounds, correctly boxing out. You know, nobody focuses on the basics in the NBA, and that's one of the reasons, going back to one of our questions, and I'll wrap that up, that's one of the reasons the world has caught up with us is because they're teaching basics. It's not about YouTube and the highlights and how many followers you have. They're playing pro at a very young age, so when they come over here, they know organized ball. We got people that's talented and don't know what playing basketball and running plays are about. When Colin Sexton, when Sexton, what's his name, Colin Sexton? The boy that played for Cleveland, and now he out in Utah. Yeah. So when he first got to Cleveland, you know what they said? He don't even know how to run an offense. They was upset with him. He didn't know how to run an offense. Right. He freestyles. Playing street ball and basketball pro level is different. If that boy had to run the triangle, he would have been out of the league his second month in. You did, he would have been on the bench.
All right, Ms. G said Montreal wants an NBA team, but Toronto would block it. I believe that. And then the voice says, do you think that they would support it? They lost the Expos not too long ago. Yeah,
no doubt.
Ms. G said he think they would support it, though. Listen, I think one of the best drafts, speaking of Colin Sexton, you brought him up, that draft he was in, that had Luka and Triple J and him and all. That was one of the deepest drafts ever. Next year's draft with Cooper Flagg coming from Duke and some of these other guys, Cooper Flagg is nice. Nice. You know what I'm saying?
He showed it against the U.S. team.
Yeah, I think this next draft will be good. It just be like that sometimes. You know, every draft ain't gonna be great, but there's gonna be one player in this draft that everybody gonna be like, why did we miss him? Why did we miss him? Just like you remember Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell was not that guy in college at Louisville. He was just all right. The moment he stepped on the NBA floor, summer league, man, I remember he had like 20 steals against my team. They was like, no, we shut him down. And that boy came in the gate balling. Like he just, we didn't see this at first. And the NBA game was more conducive for him to be a good player. Some players are not built for college. And you see it because college is more about the coaches. The coaches is
about the coaches running
making
zone.
the chess moves and zone and all that. NBA is free play, free open play. And one more thing, what you had talked about when you were talking about a lot of players don't have fundamentals and stuff. I think eventually, if we keep having the best players in the league end up being foreigners, which is nothing wrong with, America will move to more of a model like the foreign league, like the foreign places. America will move to that where we have club teams, just like they shut down the G League at night and all that. It'll be more players going to the G League because the G League players that are coming into the league, they're more prepared because those are grown men in the G League. This is not college. These boys is grown. You know what I'm saying? Man. They playing against dogs. Trust me, dogs. Yeah, anything else, bro?
That's it, bro.
So we just got to roll and just kept it going. All right, man, before we get up out of here.
Yo, man, look, have you ever thought I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I support them? How can I be a blessing? We said this at the beginning, but for some of you on Words and Sneak a Peek as you was late, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. That's all you got to do. And you'll know anytime that we go live for the sports show, for the Faith and Music show, or for the Bible study every other Tuesday. You can also go to our Cash App, cash sign, not the same podcast. Drop a little something in there. We don't care what it is. Another way you can support us, not the same podcast.com/support. Go to the website. Check out what we got going on, man. We get ready to start some stuff, try to start putting articles. I'll be rearranging some things. Check out the shorts. Anytime you see us go live, go over there and check out some of the shorts that's been pulled from some of the shows that we've done. And also your prayers, man. Look, we two grown men with full-time jobs, and we trying to make it happen. We got families. And even tonight, because I got some stuff that I got to do this week, like, yo, we gonna make it on. It's like, no, we got it. Let's make it happen. And stuff like that happens, but we know the show must go on. You dig what I mean? So pray for your boys, man. Just on the mental aspect of things. Everything cool with us. We straight, but we still appreciate it. You know what I mean? And we appreciate your support in the comments on the side.
All right. With that being said, I'm C-Micah. That's Rob Redeem. I just cut you off on purpose because I don't know. We may see y'all tomorrow, may not. But have your notifications on. But
I'm on.
We'll say it again. I'm C-Micah. I let my brother speak for himself. My bad.
I'm Rob Redeem, man. You silly in the mug.
We is out, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good night. This has been Not the Same Podcast Sports Show.
Man.
And
we'll be out in a minute.
I'm gonna do this one.
Christ lives in us, so we gave us the strength, so we gave us the power.